Alright. Looks like it's working. Hopefully there's audio. And... Alright. Alright, okay. So, yep, apologies for that. Internet kind of died there for quite a bit. So, yeah. Basically just working on Ryujin questline. Did a bunch of, was doing that last time. Found a mole that was leaking Ryujin's secrets to a competing company. And in the process of finding, during the investigation, potentially found that the mole may actually be innocent. So, well, the mole was our boss Imogen, supposedly, but she presented some reasonable evidence that she may actually be innocent, and we did sort of, well, not sort of, but actually did find that she was in fact in a way innocent. But because that I had a path that I wanted to go with that, I had to reload it. So so for the time being, our character is not aware of it, though we did find out that Ulara was actually the guilty party in this, and that the whole project is essentially a mind control system, which is what we are trying to figure out, or how the competing company Infinity Ltd, like, what their situation with it is. So we're trying to get right now we're waiting on getting a final prototype made so that we can use it. That way, take care of its benefits, one of which would be the protection from the mind manipulation effects. But for now, while waiting, we have to talk to Administrator Bayu, since apparently for the mission when we were going to apprehend Imogen, we were supposed to have talked to our security boss, and apparently he was going to direct us to talk to Administrator Bayu, but we kind of skipped that. So because we disrespected him, we now have to do a job for Administrator Bayu. That is where we are at. And is it active? Okay. Deal with the operative. Right. The mission was to assassinate someone.
Edside's a bad place for tourists these days. Whole area's gone to hell.
Why is everything so bright?
Everyone knows this is Neon's premier social club.
What was the name of that guy? The contact for the job? Me?
Visuals feel really off today for some reason. Not like I changed the settings. Yeah, nothing's actually changed as far as I can see. That is just odd.
Ferrolite is doing some really exciting things.
I don't know, maybe it's just me. Anyways. Time to find this person to assassinate.
Let's, stay away from Ebside. The locals there don't exactly appreciate.
Right. We are meeting with him, and then we're going to find out the target, I believe. And it's Tomo.
Damn it. Please tell me that seeing you here is just a coincidence.
Oh, okay. So I'm just actually supposed to kill him. Yeah, so what exactly did you do to mess with Administrator Bayu?
I needed a job, so when a rival corp offered me a chance to be an operative, I took it. My first test was breaking into the trade tower to get access codes. It didn't go as planned. A guard spotted me. I hoped they wouldn't be able to ID, but looks like that's just my luck.
Alright, so you know I'm here, but it's not Ryujin that wants you dead, it's Bayu.
I knew it! I knew that job was gonna come back to haunt me. But I'm also still alive, which means you're willing to talk, right? Look, you promised you'd listen. Just hear me out.
Yeah, better make it good. Because technically the only reason you're still standing is because I thought I was supposed to talk to you. I forgot that I was supposed to just straight up kill you. Thought you were like a contact or something.
I know. Working at Ryujin taught me I always needed a backup plan. I have a place. It's not in the settled systems, so it'd be almost impossible to track me. Just let me go there, and no one will ever hear or see me again.
Going to have my fair share of reminders. Only a matter of hours. Yeah, you've already proven that you're competent with Ryujin, and you mess up this whole thing, so... Yeah, I don't think you have the competency to actually vanish.
Damn it!
Light him up!
Whoa. What the hell are you firing at?
Oh, nice. Sarah didn't actually care all that much.
How you liking that laser gun?
Full line of equipment and accessories.
Also, security didn't care either.
Ah, back from doing Administrator Bayu's little favor.
Name of the target is no concern. Yeah, taking care of his little problem. Next time, the Seo can do his dirty work.
I quite share your sentiment. I'll send word along to the Administrator that amends have been made. For now, you've got more important things to deal with. I reevaluated all the evidence. It took every resource I had, but the final answer is clear. Ularu is the mole.
I had a feeling Imogene wasn't responsible. That poor woman.
Oh, don't feel too sorry for her. I mean, it's not like she's all that nice of a person herself. But Imogene is... She was nicer than Ularu, though. Doesn't mean we can bring Imogene back. Yeah, right now, new Imogene was innocent.
Yes. You made the right call. I've briefed Masako and discussed her plans on handling this. While we both agree Ularu is guilty, we need irrefutable evidence before presenting this to the board. For now, we lead everyone to believe that Imogene was the mole, and the situation was dealt with.
Must that poor woman's name be continuously dragged through the mud? These nonsensical decisions need to stop.
Right, so that is true. She just starts firing people without legitimate reasons. It could lead back to her and have people questioning her decision-making process. So she is resourceful. Like, she already had her hiding spot, so she should be fine. But is there anything else she's supposed to do besides just stay in hiding, though?
Imogene is a resourceful woman. I have no doubt she's in a safe house of her own design. In fact, she probably sees this as a paid vacation. My guess is she's lounging on a couch somewhere, binging all those movies she hasn't had time to watch.
People dealing with will expect no less. Understood. Want solid proof that no one can question.
The people we're dealing with will expect nothing less. Masako has tasked Ularu with writing the program to bring down Infinity Ltd. We believe she'll take the chance to incriminate Masako within the program, so this could provide the evidence we're looking for. You will be tasked with the assignment to infiltrate Infinity, so before you go, I want you to bring that program to me.
Yeah, if she fooled you before, what makes you think that you can find something in the program?
If I can't find hidden code on a single slate, I certainly deserve to be fired. Ularu is limited in what she can hide here. Plus, she'll have no reason to believe anyone will be looking in the first place.
Of course, though, she might end up using a different way to incriminate Masako. So there may not actually be anything on that slate in the first place. Yeah, what if there's actually nothing to incriminate on the program?
Then we'll have to find another way to build a case against Ularu. And it won't be easy.
Right. Which could potentially happen, since on this save, I wanted to see what would happen if we told Yuko about the situation. And did not reload before that. So potentially Yuko might have told Ularu about this. What program Ularu gives me is yours.
Good. Once Ularu believes she's properly deflected any suspicion, I have no doubt she'll be bold enough to hide something within whatever program she writes. Now, let's attend a meeting.
Kinda neat that they're just letting our companion
Don't
walk
wander into any
around
restricted
and
areas.
see all these secrets. Or at least, like, well, not really neat, but at least they acknowledge it. They acknowledge that our companion is here occasionally.
It's like you tapped into the universe itself.
We called you all together to discuss a recent security breach. We discovered a mole within the company who leaked vital information about Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd.
You've got to be kidding me.
Just don't tell me it's Vina. I think we've all noticed she's not here.
Before you speculate any further, no, it's not Vina. The guilty party is Imogene Salzo, much to my disappointment. Our operative here obtained the evidence to confirm it.
Yes, Imogene confessed. Imogene had y'all fooled. The security is laughable. Imogene was trying to use her expertise to set up Ularu as the mole.
Dalton, how does something like this happen?
Imogene is highly trained. Ularu can even speak to that. We demand the best. So that's the threat we deal with.
I may have well-trained operatives, but security is your responsibility, Dalton. This is a huge failing on your part.
I accept the responsibility, but let's not forget. The mole has already been exposed and dealt with.
Of course, thanks to another of my operatives.
Dalton for this. Yeah, we can't blame Dalton for this. Or maybe someone should be keeping better tabs on their employees. Yeah, I can't
Watch
blame.
me.
Imogene's been dealt with, so bickering is pointless. All I care about is reacquiring our property and what this might be costing us financially.
Vina is completing the internal neuroamp prototype as we speak. Our operative will receive the implant, infiltrate Infinity Ltd, and obtain any and all research. I have it on good authority. The experimentations they've done to replicate the missing pieces of our work have resulted in fatalities.
Yeah, let's not forget they hired mercenaries that killed all personnel. Right, yeah, they hired mercenaries that killed all personnel at the CM station.
Botched human trials and murder for hire? You don't bounce back from that. At least not with Infinity's legal team.
If I may make a suggestion, we should give this evidence to David at SSNN. It's the best neutral method of releasing this information to the general public.
That'd make my job easier.
David it is, then.
Misako, the internal neuroamp is ready if you want to send down the candidate.
I hope you're ready for this.
But would leaking it actually be the best source, because that could potentially result in needing to release information on Project Dominion. Let's see how this goes. Hardly, but not like I have much of a choice. You can tell I'm always ready. When it comes to powering technological advancements, you bet I'm ready.
Good. I can tell Vina is going to enjoy working with you. Vina will be waiting for you in the neuroamp division in R&D. Once you're done, meet me in my office. Be ready to discuss the details of your next assignment.
Meet Vina in the neuroamp. So, are they gonna take care of leaking the information on their own then? That's what it looks like. Nobody's picked this up yet. Lab's just getting messier and messier. Alright.
Double check those measurements are right. Ah, here's my lucky candidate. I hope you're ready to embark on one amazing journey.
Moderate quantity of water.
Yep, just don't fry my brain. Yeah, but exactly what will the neuroamp do?
The internal neuroamp is basically the next leap in our line of influential amplifiers. It gives the user dominion over a less dominant target, meaning you can heavily influence another person's thoughts and actions.
Even legal. See why the project is confidential. But what exactly is the legality issues that you'll be facing with this?
Technically, that remains to be seen. It's not legal, but those decisions will be left up to a higher power who is neither you nor me.
Yeah, I could see why it'll be confidential, especially with the whole legal gray area.
Oh yeah, it gives Ryujin Industries a huge advantage over the competition. So, are you ready to get started?
Are you actually qualified to perform the operation? Okay, so she is skilled with neurosurgery. Just don't fry our brain.
Oh, don't worry. That's not on the agenda. Now, just a few details before we begin. Obviously, we'll be putting you under. I'll be making a small incision in the back of your skull where the internal neuroamp will be fitted. The whole procedure should only take 3 to 4 hours with little to no downtime afterwards, provided DeMarcus got everything entered correctly.
Did I not just say I quadruple-checked the numbers?
You know I'm just giving you a hard time. Besides, I've got to make sure my patient is reassured.
Yeah, what sort of risks are there?
There's little to no risk, assuming your brain is typical and you don't have any adverse reaction to the anesthesia. First sign of trouble, we back out and start evaluating other candidates.
Hopefully the artifact powers won't interfere with this Right, so jokes in this is not exactly fine considering that a bunch of people already died with it.
You're gonna be fine. All I'm saying is that you're in good hands. Now, just lie down on the table once you're ready, and we should be good to go.
I hope you know what you're doing. I worry about you. Be safe.
Alright, let's get this over with.
All right, let's get this party started. Well, look who's finally up. The operation was a success, obviously. Once you're able to refocus, let me know how you're doing.
Nothing's popping up showing any new abilities. So, will this actually have any kind of effect?
It's good to see you again.
Such power. It's incredible.
So, how are you feeling? You look good?
Does it mean procedure a success? It's pointed to hoping for some cool bionic modifications. I feel fine. Yeah, I was hoping for some sort of bionic modifications.
Yep, that's me every morning. But the whole point of this is no visual indication and no adverse side effects. So, sounds like we're on track.
Alright, that's the whole
Just
point.
a couple quick notes before using the internal neuroamp. First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation.
Understood. Yes, it is a prototype. So, yeah, how long will the effects actually last?
Let's just say it varies based on the user. Some people have greater mental capabilities than others, which would increase the duration.
Okay. But what exactly is it going to do, though? How do I activate it? yeah, we can't get any lifelong minions or extra servants for the Great Serpent.
Now that's something to talk to the drone engineers about. Now let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has graciously volunteered for science, he says.
All right, for science. So there's, yeah, is there any risk to his life though?
Our preliminary testing was rigorous enough that there's little to no risk involved here. The biggest unknown was finding the perfect compatible alloy for the implant. We've had the tech itself working externally for quite some time.
Oh, interesting. Then I wonder if that's how Imogen was brainwashed. They used the, Laura used the external version. Okay, so that answers to that. Yeah, they're not Infinity, plus they are more familiar with the tech. Let's see what the Neurotic can do. Yeah, wouldn't he test out the external ones then?
He knows what the external ones are like, but he hasn't had the chance to play guinea pig with this one yet. He's ready and waiting in the test chamber for whenever you're ready to give that neuroamp a whirl. Just head up the stairs nearby to the observation deck.
Okay, so he has been, or they have been testing it out, or he was part of the tests. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, okay. So press F to open your scanner, target the person you want to manipulate. Press E to bring your social skills and select manipulation. Once a person has been manipulated, select the object or person you want them to interact with. So, still have to bring up your scanner, so it's not a power you can use like the star powers or dragon shouts or whatever. So F, then E. Or so diplomacy, manipulation. 30 seconds. Its effectively pretty high, so it's nice. Do I need to click on him again? Alright, so each new action, they need to be scanned and clicked on.
On the one hand, I'm fascinated by the incredible technology. On the other, I'm terrified what could happen should this fall into the wrong hands. I've never been so divided about something in all my life.
Nice that she's kind of, or at least partially, for the mind control tech.
Does it hurt when you do that?
Oh my god, that was incredible. What was it like?
Wow. How to describe it? 1 minute I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought.
That was odd. OBS temporarily disconnected there for a moment.
So, tell me all about it. How did it feel? Any side effects?
Okay, stream looks like it's still going on. Yeah, I didn't feel like anything at all.
Yes. Good. Hear that, DeMarcus? That's 2 for 2 now.
I heard. It really was fascinating how all I experienced was a moment of disorientation. It's truly remarkable tech.
Yeah, what if had made you do something you don't want to do? Like kill someone.
Those are the kind of edge cases that I let the board work out. Obviously, tech like this is going to come with its fair share of red tape.
Yeah, you didn't feel violated at all.
Not at all. But I can imagine if I experienced disorientation like that, but regained my awareness in another room, it could be a bit jarring. We'll definitely be running some more tests in the future, though. So many situations to account for.
Feels like they're kind of missing the big picture on this, or like they're too focused on like some of the certain aspects of it while completely ignoring others. Yeah, I've never comfortable as a person's puppet.
Maybe that's the beauty of it. You'd never know. Besides, the neuroamp isn't total control. If a subject's morals or beliefs in something are strong enough, we still see points of failure. That being said, it's been interesting to discover the actions our subjects sanction in their own minds.
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details and potential of this amazing piece of technology I created, Masako wants to see you. It sounds like you have an assignment to complete, and DeMarcus and I have a lot of notes to record.
Okay, so seems like it's not perfect mind control, but rather it makes them inclined to, or more inclined to do something that they would already do. And beyond being more inclined, it'd be also do something that they would normally do at somebody else's
Don't
direction.
cause any trouble.
I've got my eye on you.
Still issues with that though. But is there... Yeah, do we already have another option with that? No, manipulation 1. Okay, so it's basically just this. Alright. Thought it was something unique, but nope, it was just one of the skills that we could have already gotten. So I wonder if it does make it a bit stronger though.
Good.
Simply
I wasn't sure how
amazing.
accurate Vina's promise of, now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuroamp, it's time to put that tech to work. We're sending you into Infinity Ltd. Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly why you don't steal from Ryujin Industries.
Whatever puts him behind bars. Ah, we're not killing him.
It's good to know we're of the same mind on this one. All right. Yuko has provided a layout of Infinity Ltd. You have 2 options for this assignment. We'll be providing you with the means for both. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you.
And to avoid dealing with people. Yeah, what are the benefits for the options?
Option A, you need to remain under the radar the entire time. Option B, You have a slight cover that may give you the opportunity to talk your way to your objectives.
Yeah, what about this meeting? What exactly is going on with it?
Of course not. The meeting is just a legitimate way in. Once inside, you'll be led to a waiting room where your host will be running late. That's your opportunity to make your way to either the executive floor or R&D.
Can they really guarantee that they'll be running late? Considering how well things went last time with sneaking, yeah, let's just go with persuading people. Then if need be, we can always jump into an event if we have to.
Just hope those acting skills don't get you caught or killed. Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find yourself in the maintenance hallway or the marketing department. From there, you have 3 targets. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. Second is Faye Sengsavan's computer, in research and development. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are working on, also in R&D.
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse. So I hope you're prepared for an adventure.
Yeah, it looked like it'd be kind of easier just to go from the roof then, as far as infiltration path, because if you start from the marketing, you have to go up and then down again while going to the roof. Just go straight down, so less backtracking. How effective is the identity?
You'll only have free range on the marketing floor. Infinity may be cheap, but they know at least some level of security is needed in this business.
A lot of ground to cover without getting caught. Yep, but that should be able to do that since we are so good at being an operative. Faster for us to use direct methods. Yeah, if that was the method they were looking for, they could have just hired Eclipse for that or some other mercenary. But yeah, let's get
That's
started
what
with
we're counting on. Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Faye's computers. I'll let her explain the details.
You see, once we expose Infinity Ltd., all of their data is going to come under intense scrutiny. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials, but Project Dominion needs to remain confidential. I've created an overseer program that will gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time delete anything relating to Ryujin and the internal neuroamp.
Alright, so they'll never know that they stole the information. Yeah, what about so is that how you're going to handle the people that knows? Or they actually know about it?
Anyone who comes forward to defend Lucas would be prosecuted as either aiding or being an accessory to these crimes. They all know career suicide when they see it. As for Lucas himself, if he wants to speak up and add corporate theft to his laundry list of crimes, fine. But who's going to believe him?
If the media were to draw their own conclusions, I'm certain they'd just create a panic among people. Controlling the narrative is of the utmost importance.
No, we don't want to mess on this one. A body count will only distract from what we're trying to accomplish here. In fact, unless they're a master at being one with the shadows, I'd suggest you leave your friend behind. Lower the risk. Simon Rychek provided some useful info on how to evacuate civilians from the building. I'm sure you remember him from Sidonia. Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only a matter of time before pressure gauges go unchecked and they have a massive issue on their hands. Once that pressure becomes too much, every floor in the building is going to suffer from gas leaks, setting off an automated alarm to evacuate the building. Simon was able to get a passcode for you to access their system's computer, so you can force the heating system to fail.
So, if I do the infiltration route, I could fake the gas pressure and clear out all the people that way. So, it's gonna. Oh, the thing wore off for some reason. So it's just gonna be the security then, right?
I'm told security has masks to handle the situation, so the guards will still be stationed in the building. It's also possible they'll activate their building's defense system as well. You may run into a few automated turrets, so you'll still want to try and stay out of sight.
So the computer said it was on the upper levels and then the lower levels.
If the information Simon provided is accurate, you can reach the control systems through a computer located in the maintenance area.
Oh, that one.
It's a pretty convenient stop if you enter in through the roof access.
Okay, so nice options. Yeah. Good that there's a way to get less people inside the building.
My thoughts exactly. We're also issuing you an operative suit. It should help reduce their ability to detect you. These suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks, but we want to reduce as much risk as possible.
True, our stealth method of just running really fast away from anybody who tries to confront us certainly has been working. Yeah, does this actually make us a senior rank operative?
Please, you're an exception. But we can talk promotion after you pull off this assignment.
Gotta put that suit to good use then.
Just make sure you follow through on that statement.
Once you've run the Overseer program and obtained the prototype, your final step is to deliver the slate to David Barron at the SSNN field office. If he asks questions, feel free to give him just enough information to pique his interest, but no mention of Ryujin or who you are. SSNN is used to anonymous tips. They'll do whatever verifications they deem necessary on their own to confirm the story.
Yeah, we're giving the Overseer program to David Barron. That makes sense since since Ulara said that that any unnecessary information would be removed.
Ularu assured me it's safe.
The Overseer program will purge itself once its primary function is complete. The only thing left on that slate will be proof of Infinity's crimes.
Yeah. What if he doesn't believe it? Though, realistically, he should, though. Yeah, there wouldn't be much reason for him not to believe it, though.
It doesn't matter what he believes. David's first move will be to verify the information you provide. Once he receives confirmation, which he will, he'll see it as his duty to report the news.
Alright. Alright, make sure that he gets the slate then.
Good. I guarantee the moment he scratches the surface on that story, he'll have a broadcast sent to every system. So, any final questions before you go?
Yeah, what kind of security do they have?
Depending on whether or not you evacuate the building, you'll mostly be looking at security guards, much like we have here. You may encounter an automated defense system in the form of turrets as well, so be careful.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that we'll be able to use the neuro amp to manipulate some people there as well, right?
You have the ability to manipulate others. If someone's in your way, you could get them to move. If someone has a keycard, that means you have a keycard. The possibilities here are really up to you.
Alright. So that sounds good. How freely will we be able to move about if I use a false identity? It did say it's kind of like limited to the market floor, right?
You'll be restricted to the marketing floor. An appointment is not a free pass.
Yeah, then it might be better just to go through the roof then.
Good luck, and be sure to report directly back to me when you return.
Here's Simon's passcode, your operative suit, the Overseer program, and your cover identity. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access, so that's your ticket in, either way. Don't screw this up. Skylar Lumen?
Alright.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
So what does Sarah want?
There's something
Is
I
this
need
her
to talk to you
backstory?
about. Ever since we talked about
Yep.
the Battle of Cassiopeia, I can't get what happened out of my mind.
Kind of rude of her to do that considering we are in the middle of the mission. But fine. Told you it wasn't your fault.
I know, but that's not the point. This isn't about fault. This is about closure. Until I return to Cassiopeia, I'll never be able to put this to rest.
Seeing the wreckage is going to bring your crew. While traveling might do more harm than good. Alright, it's not that big a deal, so yeah, let's do it.
I would like that. Actually, I need that. One problem though. Pinpointing the crew's shuttle wreckage is going to be like trying to find a grain of salt in a sandbox. I think we need to start by locating my old campsite on Cassiopeia 1.
Lucky into safety, all down to escape shuttles were damaged.
The Dauntless took heavy fire to the docking section during the battle. We had 3 shuttles. One was destroyed, and the other 2 were damaged. There was no other way off the ship.
So what happened to the Dauntless then?
Shortly after I evacuated, I saw the ship come apart. The UC listed it as lost, so I assume the Dauntless was completely destroyed.
Yeah, you're lucky you made it to safety then.
Lucky? Compared to my crew, I hit the goddamn jackpot. Still, I'll never forget my finger hovering over that launch button. Would I launch safely, or explode into a fireball? It turned out that my shuttle had just enough power to allow an emergency landing on the planet's surface.
You have a chance, can't imagine how relief felt. Not like you had a choice. Impressive that you soft landed after an emergency jettison that close to the exosphere. No, it's not like you had a choice.
I'd be lying if I told you I'd carefully weighed all my options. Truth is, I was on autopilot, acting purely on instinct.
What do you know of Cassiopeia 1? What are you hoping to find at your old campus site?
My shuttle should have the telemetry tracking data for the other shuttle aboard. It should give us an idea where it went down. That's if scavengers haven't completely stripped my ship for parts.
And you never thought to go back before this? Yeah, what do you know about Cassiopeia 1?
It has a breathable atmosphere, indigenous fauna, and maybe a few abandoned mining outposts. Otherwise, it's not populated.
Alright, so do you really think this will be helpful to you, though?
Don't worry, it's not as though I'm coming apart at the seams. It's the conversations we've been having. They dredged up these old memories, and they're a burden.
Alright, so we'll head on there as soon as possible.
That's what I was hoping. But I don't know the exact location of my survival campsite. For that, we are going to have to head to Mast and see if we can get the information from my old friend, Admiral Logan.
Yeah, so what's happened between you and Logan?
Your instincts are right on target. Logan and I butted heads more than once during my time with the Navigator Corps. We've never seen eye to eye. Look, I hope this isn't asking too much. Last thing I want to do is drag you into some kind of personal crusade.
Your being is important, members of class should stick together. Besides my specialty. Yeah, sure. Members of Constellation stick together.
That's why I need you by my side. Truth is, I'm scared. When I set foot on Cassiopeia, I don't know if I'll be able to handle what I find. If I begin to fall apart, I need someone I can trust to keep me in check.
You'll be fine. We already helped Andreja and we helped Barrett. So it's your turn now. Appreciate the confidence.
Well, you deserve it. You've always been there when I've needed your help. Why you continue to support me, I'll never understand.
Because you carry our stuff.
You're absolutely right. They do. Oh, I've been so busy searching the stars for answers. I've overlooked what's been in front of me all this time. True friendship. Something I've denied myself for far too long.
Yep, friendship. Oh yeah, what about Aja?
Traveling out here with you, I've discovered that friendships change by circumstance. I worked closely with Aja on long space voyages, so we became friendly. When she quit Constellation, the friendship ended. But I'm certain at this point, even if you and I were separated by a great distance, we'd never lose touch.
Really now? Yeah, you've been too critical of yourself.
You're right. I have. Hey, anyway, I've taken up enough of your time. I know you have a lot to do. I really appreciate your offer to visit Cassiopeia. Hopefully, it'll bring me the closure that I've needed for far too long.
It's
Don't
now
wander into
undismissible.
any restricted areas.
Okay, so...
I hate waiting.
Okay.
It's just more time to doubt myself.
Can't do the infiltration route then. Where's the elevator? Oh no, I have to go to Dalton. But yeah. Can't really do the infiltration route now, since we can't leave her behind. Alright, so persuasion route it is. What happened to the spacesuit? Why is that unequipped? Operative helmet and operative suit. 25% harder to detect. Oh, but actually, you could still do the might be able to still do the infiltration route, since we could just tell her to wait. So 25% harder to detect. That is like... yeah, somewhere between rank 2 and 3 then. Nope, that's theft. Stealth. Okay, so it's like putting us up to rank 2 then.
I've got my eye on you.
Now then,
I don't
Dalton.
understand how you can harness that type of power.
Do you have the program?
Here it is. Hope you can find the evidence you need.
I'm certain Ularu won't pass up this opportunity. So, let's take a look. Aha. The decryption's hit a snag. There's definitely something here.
Okay, so Yuko didn't say anything.
This is exactly what we needed. According to this code, Ularu intended to plant false evidence that would show Masako was working with Lucas. The moment you launched the Overseer program, a series of fabricated communication files would have been uploaded to the Infinity Ltd network. One of them even frames Masako for encouraging Lucas to push for early human trials.
First Imogene, now Masako. Ularu keeps using people as rungs on the way up the ladder. Any one of us could be next.
I'm going to copy the necessary files off this slate and issue you a new one. I want to keep this one intact, so Ularu can't dispute it. All right.
Yeah, I suppose.
Now, we finally have the evidence we need to prove Ularu's guilt.
Good. Then let's nail Ularu right to the wall. She deserves everything that's coming her way.
Alright, yeah, I suppose then the angle that she'd be going for with framing Masako would be that Masako was using Infinity Ltd as a way to test out new products without having to go through legal issues that would potentially lead back to Ryujin. Laura was going to frame Masako and use her Overseer program to do it. Let's hope the board believes it. Yeah, so
there's no
about
doubt.
that.
Should you have even noticed the upload, the program itself is designed to ignore any stop commands. It would have been too late.
Yeah, hopefully the board believes it.
This evidence is indisputable. To deny it would be to admit involvement. And then we'd have a much larger problem on our hands. Just remain focused on your assignment. Without that falsified evidence, Ularu is in for a big surprise. I fully expect she'll be eagerly awaiting SSNN's broadcast, anticipating Masako to be accused alongside Lucas Drexler. Here's the new slate with the revised Overseer program. Let's get this assignment finished the right way.
All right. So oh, he's on New Atlantis then. Yes, they are on New Atlantis. Okay, and I've already dropped off all the illegal goods that we received doing those missions. Right? I don't have any contraband. Few stolen items, but Really should take some time to investigate all these marked structures. Yeah, well, if we finish this today, that'd be something to have a look at next week then. That plus the miscellaneous quests.
Hey, let me know if we're going to head into the well, so I can watch your back.
Yeah, well isn't that dangerous. Use the roof access or check in at the front desk.
Ever run into spacers?
You'll be scanned as you enter the city.
Yeah, so since we got our new toy, let's go with the infiltration route for now.
Everything good? We're here to help.
This or and they were right here, so that's what this is all about.
Spite fuels me.
Can I get
If you
you
don't
to
mind,
wait?
I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan sooner rather than later. Hurry back.
Alright, so she will wait. Oh. What the heck? Yeah, that was odd. Let's quickly go back to the main menu for a moment. So that was odd that it suddenly got our frame rate issues just popped up. So just quick reload and hopefully that will fix things. And hopefully we don't have to do a full restart. Trying to zone space's accuracy and range when firing from the hip. Okay, I was wondering about that. Alright, better. That was weird that whole issue occurred when manually saving. that there is a heating system. It's Lucas' computer, and that's the R&D. No wonder you needed the fan off. Okay. Oh, okay, so once it wears off, you can't use it on him again. Did it break our legs? No. Okay. That was a very deceptive first use then. Since during that first the little tutorial for it made it look like you could use it in a limited amount of time. Even though I should have realized that I even recognized the fact that it had 30 seconds on it. Systems heating. Activate system. Yes.
Gas leak detected. All non-essential personnel must evacuate the building. Please find the nearest exit and contact emergency services.
So there is actual gas. Do have... I should be using the... was it Frostwolf? This one be opened? No. Oh. Doesn't look like there's another vent that I can go through. He ran out quickly. Workspace appointments. Marketing quarterly presentation optional. Project Dominion. Confirmed yes. So, current budget review, end of year projections. Messages. Haven't been able to reach your friends at the clinic. Can you please have someone lean on them? This delay is creating setbacks for Project Dominion, and we know we can't afford them. Starfield Logistics. Opportunity here for partnering. Unknown purchases. There are some unaccounted expenditures in the executive's spending account that I'd like to go over with you prior to Green's budget review. What are those unknown purchases? Find a way to research and development. Hopefully that guy didn't come back. Oh, okay, that one was simple. Didn't need to use a auto for it. Three and then 4. And I messed up. Oh, you actually can go in. Then it's 3. Alright. Well, the picks are cheap. Coolant. Binoculars. Vents we can go through in here? No. Seriously, can't jump back up here. Still not effect. The battle stem wore off. Looks like it. Or not the battle stem. Frostwolf. guy right below us, and we still need to go down another floor, looks like. Where is the... Now, where's the point for this? There it is. Doesn't look like anybody's on this side. Coming into the bathroom, yes. No, not quite actually. Alright, still one floor down. Guessing we're on marketing right now. And can't close the door. So this doesn't look like it will work. You are facing away. Need to find another way down. Where even is another way down? Really should have taken more time to study the map. Could have found a way down from it. How do we even get to one of the lower levels? Could send them all the way over there. Then just take the elevator down. Or jump down from there. Oh, alright. Oh, the manipulation failed. What about you then? Really?
Hey, listen. You hear that? Watch out for frostfire!
Floor access restricted.
Where does it go? Spread out!
Alright, so they're about the same level as Ryujin.
Suspect is in hiding. Suspect escaped. Stand down. The hell was that?
Really? Sprained? Turn immobilizer. Oh. It's kind of ridiculous how that the ability failed at 90% twice. So seems a bit too high a failure rate for this ability. Oh. Can't manipulate you through the vent or through the walls. What the?
Suspect found!
The heck? Okay, that's just garbage. They spawned on us. So
Here! They're here!
okay, they didn't actually spawn on us. They.
You had your chance!
How did you even get in?
ya.
Trying to destroy the turret without bombs. Yep. I should have moved when I had the chance. Pulling more and more people down to the areas where I don't need them.
They're around here. Find them. No sign of the suspect. Long gone.
You are facing away. Some of them are going back, or at least trying to. Turret there.
Come out with your hands up. Getting jumpy.
Alright, so what can this one do? Malfunction may occur. Sure?
Too much coffee.
Alright, so that's just a distraction, I guess, for if we hadn't evacuated the building. At least you don't have to worry about cameras. And an ID card. Anybody leave their ID card behind by chance? He got in. So I have to go around back to the front. Ferrets have been dealt with. No, and alright, this was where we were earlier. Hey, how did he die? How did you die?
Open fire!
This mission is getting annoying. It's annoying when you're not built for or spec'd out for stealth. Oh, there was an ID card there. Really? Alright. You... Modified Advanced Razorback. The price and the Synapse Alpha. Whatever. Still no idea how that guy actually died. I was doing so well on the stealth. Pick up Sarah and then we can move along.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan soon. Sure, I'm...
And I also need to remember to clear out any bounties we have.
Hey, I've heard of you. The Explorer, right?
And we don't think we have any new stories to tell to that one lady. So it should just be deliver information to David.
Oh wow, that watch is super cool.
Shading really doesn't do you any favors in the dark.
If you have a new story for me,
Nadia.
I'm very happy to pay your fee.
If you ever find yourself with a hot lead, we will do our best to protect your anonymity. Can I help you?
Everything on the slate is on.
Amazing. Simply amazing.
Can I help you?
So spoken like a true tabloid reporter. I'll be the judge of that. Got my attention. So yeah, that seems like this one would be the best route. Got SSN's next major headline.
All right. You've got my attention. What's this so-called story about?
Find out for yourself. The details are on this slate.
All right. I'll take a look. I don't suppose you want to tell me how you got this evidence.
At liberty to say. Pretty sure you already know the answer. Yeah, pretty sure you already know that answer.
Well, you can't blame me for trying. Maybe your friend here would care to comment?
My colleague has said everything you need to know, but on a personal note, I'd like to add that the corporate world is definitely not for me.
I see. Is there at least a name I can cite as my source?
I think you know the drill.
Why am I not surprised? As long as the evidence is adequate and verifiable, I expect it'll be aired within the hour, if not sooner. Now, if you'll excuse me, I obviously have some work to do.
All right. Now then, before we do that, deal with Sarah's stuff. Right. Down in mast. Where is the entrance? Should be over there.
Bobby mentioned he met you.
Martha?
I can't believe the UC just wrote us off like that.
Who are you?
We're finally back with our son, and that's all that matters.
Hello.
Oh, these people. The survivors from the space station attack.
I missed our Bobby so much. We barely got out of that base with our lives.
I can't believe the UC just wrote us off like that.
How are you doing? It's been a while since we had the chance to catch up. Not gonna lie.
Wait, there were survivors in that place? I thought everyone was dead.
I've got a few health issues I'm working through, and the worrying is...
When did we rescue anybody from that? Alright. Apparently we did. Let's hurry up and get away from this area. This frame rate does not like what's going on with here. Or what's going on here. Running low on ammo as well.
Yes?
Hey,
I will never get used to seeing you do that.
Sarah Morgan. It's been what, almost 10 years?
Admiral, it's, good to see you again, sir.
You're not required to address me as sir. That protocol ended the moment you dropped your clusters on my desk, remember?
Look, Admiral, I'm not here to open old wounds.
Old wounds is an interesting turn of phrase, given our past. Listen to me, Commander. I'm not sure why you're here, but whatever it is, why don't you just get to it?
I'm here because I need your help, Admiral.
You need my help. That's interesting. The last time we spoke, you made it quite clear that you were turning your back on the Navy.
That was a decade ago. Things change. People change. Admiral, please. I didn't come here to argue. I'm here to come to terms with my past.
Your past is sitting in a closed file in the archives. That's where you left it when you walked out on the United Colonies. And what about you? Just who in the blazes are you anyway?
Here for moral support. Yep, here to support her as a friend.
Very well. Then, as a good friend, perhaps you could kindly explain to me why I shouldn't have the both of you escorted from the building.
With all due respect, Admiral, this is ridiculous. If you have a problem with me, then there's no need to berate my colleague.
I don't have a problem with you, Commander. I'm simply trying to determine why you deserve the Navy's help.
Sarah's here to resolve the incident. Taking conscience. Let's see. Yeah, she's here to kind of both. Yeah, honor the fallen. That should appeal to him a bit more.
That's quite a noble gesture. Is this true, Commander?
It's about Cassiopeia, Admiral. I'm heading back there to find out what happened to the crew of the Dauntless, and hopefully, to bring their legacy home.
That sounds like a dangerous operation. Are you certain it's worth the risk?
I don't know.
Social pain stuff to end. Yeah, refuse to allow the crew of the Dauntless to remain a statistic.
I see. The fact that you'd risk your own lives to solve this mystery speaks volumes.
They were my responsibility, Admiral. One way or another, I intend to bring them home.
I understand. And I believe I owe you an apology, Commander. Our last encounter has obviously distorted my impression of your character. What can I do to help?
If you wouldn't mind allowing me to access the files regarding my rescue, I'd be most grateful, Admiral.
That shouldn't be too difficult. I've sent all the relevant information to you, Slades. Was there anything else?
No, Admiral. Thank you.
You don't need to thank me, Commander. I just hope you find whatever it is you're looking for.
Okay, well that was easier. Or pretty easy. Although it's still strange that, like, it's kind of understandable why Sarah wouldn't have gone back there, because like the past trauma, but kind of weird that the Navy never bothered to do their own investigation and look for survivors. Is that anything? Alright, it's just headed to Cassiopeia. Sarah doesn't have anything to say.
We should make sure we're well supplied for the trip to Cassiopeia.
Yeah, and we should have already covered.
I don't mind at all. Go ahead.
Yeah, I already covered
Next
everything
stop,
for that.
Cassiopeia, I assume.
Nope. Our next stop is Neon. Actually, next stop is a weapon shop.
Hello.
Need ammo. Lobby.
Informed us of your new status. Congratulations on making Class 1.
You were incredibly deformed there for a moment. Looks like some kind of horrible monster running around. A little mini terror morph.
I think I could live on coffee if I had to.
Unlikely alliance pacified the system.
Alright, here it is. Get the weapons we've been hoarding sold.
Yuri, there's something to be said
get
for
some
Brand.
ammo.
Please.
Only 38 though. This one we are keeping. Didn't I loot another weapon though? No, it's stolen, so can't actually sell it. Sell these ones though. Modified negotiator. Only on a 73. It's explosive. Basic mag pulse. There it goes. Yes, then a quick stop by the store here to get some digipicks.
You'll be scanned as you enter the city.
Something is going on with the lighting. Middle of the night, but then all the buildings have the daylight textures.
So much to see, so much to learn.
If it belongs on your ship, then oh, please take a look.
Oh yeah, we can sell more stuff to you. No Frost Wolf.
Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
Alright, now back to Neon. And that will probably conclude the mission for it, or the Ryujin mission, because I don't imagine that they have much left after that. Talk to Clover, talk to Doc. There is a trade authority.
It's better not. You need to move some merc.
There we go. Most of market run, I do want to give that to somebody. Yeah, the med theft. Don't need that. I can sell these. Find AA-99. Exterminator and his staggers. Could be good for alien hunting. Suppressed pacifier. Also suppressed pacifier. Oh, okay, yes. Slug shots. Okay. Do you have any ammo? Again, hardly anything.
You done here? Time to move on.
Starting to get back up over 1,000.
I've yet to hear anything of note on SSNN.
Time. This guy here. Yeah, there weren't any problems. David Barron should be running the story. Yeah, no problems besides just completely failing at the stealth part of the stealth mission.
Good. David won't be able to resist a story like this. He'll do some preliminary confirmations, which will be enough to get the broadcast out to the public. And how did the neuroamp perform?
It was somewhat useful. Somewhat useful, but had a unexpectedly high failure rate, as well as the limited time use, so not extremely.
I thought it would be. So now it's just a waiting game for SSNN to break the news. Once the story airs, we have another board meeting scheduled to decide how to handle Infinity. Go ahead, Maeve.
The SSNN broadcast has started. Shall I patch it through?
Yes, thank you.
Infinity Ltd. and Lucas Drexler are currently under investigation for a number of violations, including murder for hire, unauthorized human trials, and corporate theft. Authorities representing the UC and the Freestar Collective have been dispatched to a consolidated mining station and the clinic. Both locations are believed to hold numerous victims. Drexler's motivation appears to be an attempt to launch a new product based off stolen information from a competitor. The details on the project itself and the competitor have yet to be confirmed. This has been David Barron for SSNN.
Perfect. This exposure puts Infinity right where we want them. The meeting will begin momentarily, but I want you to discuss the options we have with the other members. Infinity's net worth is about to hit rock bottom, so this gives us the opportunity to win a little more public faith.
Yeah, Ryujin buys Infinity Ltd. And no one loses their job.
Quite right. The truth is, we'll be making evaluations. We'll shed any employees who don't make the cut, slowly but surely.
Obviously.
By incorporating Infinity, we eliminate a competitor, get their best employees and contracts, and all while boosting our public perception.
Shed any employees. Oh, terminology like that, where you reference manipulating people's lives. Oh, it makes my skin crawl.
Well, there were some talents, perhaps. Although Imogen referenced like one of their more talented people as being they'd just be average in Ryujin, though. Yeah, you would think anybody has any of their employees have value?
We've already done some initial evaluations, so I'm certain of it. Infinity has a lot of appeal being in New Atlantis. I'm sure plenty of brilliant minds are there because they prefer the location. Plus, there's always that handful of people that think they've got something to prove by not working for Ryujin. As if other corporations are really any better.
Fair enough. Sounds like a win-win.
I'm glad we're on the same page. Which is why I'd like you to talk to the board to convince them this is the right move. There are several who might disagree, and you have the perfect tool to help sway them.
Okay, so she wants to use the neuroamp. Alright, so they'll be on your side.
I know you can as well. So now you're fully aware of my expectations. You'll find most of the board members in their offices preparing. Vina is also here, waiting for the meeting to start. We'll need at least 50% of the vote to go our way. In the event of a tie, I will make the final decision. I trust you'll get it done.
12,000. Well, we know how she is going to go with this. For the internal neuroamp. Or infinity. Let's leave Ulara
Don't
for
cause
last.
any trouble.
Actually, I want to talk to Vina about this first. Dalton. Oh,
I
hey.
hope you're enjoying your new neuroamp.
Does it hurt when you do that?
And how's my favorite patient doing? Not seeing any temporal memory flashes or losing time, I hope.
No side effects. Were they actually side effects?
What? No, of course not. They're purely theoretical.
Alright, so feeling great, no side effects. For now, anyways.
That's great. I'd say Project Dominion is ready for legitimate human trials in that case. One step closer to seeing market approval. Genevieve is going to be so excited. So, tell me what you think of the neuroamp.
If it's dangerous, and when this is thing. Gets the job done. Yeah, it wasn't exactly all that useful. Like, had one point where we were able to move somebody away, but the other times we tried it, though, it did not work at all. So, yeah, just kind of like, it was kind of useless, actually.
Oh, great. The first recipient of my greatest work, and she's not even interested. So the next question is, what will the fate of Infinity Ltd be?
Cardone would be fun to see how they try to recreate your work. The research only serves as an example of what not to do. Yeah, there's bound to be something inspiring or new in their research. Like, at least it'll be another perspective on on various research projects.
That's what I'm hoping for. They may be the underdog, but that doesn't mean they don't have a brilliant mind or two. Well, this has certainly been the most interesting conversation of my day. All we can do now is look forward to the meeting, right? See you in there.
They know how to make a client feel welcome over here.
I think I'll try going yes for Infinity, but no on the NeuroAmp. Like, ultimately, it wasn't useful. And plus, with how secret it can be used, it doesn't seem like it'd be a good idea to have it
I'm
be
glad
all
we're
widespread.
making an effort in our appearance today. Just the person I wanted to see. I want to get all the details locked down for this meeting, and I believe you to be one of the best sources available.
Alright, qualification uncared in. Alright, so it cares about the opinion. Happy to help. Good. Just wanted to speak to you about the meeting as well.
An efficient exchange, then. You've had the chance to encounter members of Infinity LTD throughout your assignments here. Do you think they're worth redemption? And why?
See them on as a liability. It's not a luxury. So, Now, first off, majority of them are innocent. They didn't know what was going on.
Oh, I didn't mean in regards to Drexler's actions. More in the sense of, should a superior company like Ryujin make room for so many potentially lackluster employees?
Could use a manipulation on them. Have opportunities to do some good here. Yeah, so anything you want to elaborate on why you're even asking?
Perhaps I wanted to see if I could be convinced otherwise. It's easy to say, it's the right thing to do for someone in your position. But for me, Infinity LTD is a huge financial unknown. It's high risk versus mediocre reward.
Let's go with the manipulation.
This is true. Infinity never had the financial resources to match our salary offers. Getting what few capable employees they have at half the salary we typically pay here could have major payoffs in the long run. Next question. What is your opinion on how Masako handled the mole situation?
Stopping the mold never should have been possible in the first place. Cut the mold, so it saves a success. So it proves how capable Masako is at handling any situation. Let's see. Well, it wasn't necessarily sloppy because kind of like as I think it was Dalton said that they're working with the best people they have, so having incredibly skilled moles is to be expected.
I don't appreciate the silent treatment.
So yeah, considering this situation, it was handled as well as possible.
And why do you feel it was well handled? Please note I'm not disagreeing. I just want to know the why behind your statement.
Stuck to a plan, prematurely releasing information would only cause panic. Being one's reason at a time of panic speaks volumes about a person's capabilities. Talking Dalton already had a plan. The cooldown stuck to a plan prematurely releasing this information would only cause panic.
I agree. Should Masako had informed us too early, we may have all turned on each other. I appreciate the insight. I suppose I should ask if there's anything I can do for you, considering how helpful you've been.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on the neural amp?
It's the next big step for Ryujin Industries. Financially, it'll keep us secure for years to come. There's no doubt it's our future.
Well, it would be extremely hypocritical to deny it, considering that we just used it on him. So, I do think it is dangerous and should be banned. Yeah, but then the ones who can't afford it though would have a great need to use it, or a great desire to use it, as well as the skill to use it effectively, right?
It's only dangerous to those who can't afford one, hence the added motivation that will bolster sales.
Yeah, and when the rival discovers how to override it, we'll have a pure chaos on our hands. Engage all your employees. Yeah, like it's only a matter of time until someone finds a way to override it, override the safeties. So,
I think we all know how averse I am to chaos. Finances are my forte, so you make a good point. Our competition has yet to truly master neuroamps, but the possibility is there. It's a risk I am unwilling to take. At this time. This has been rather enlightening for me. I appreciate the time.
okay, I thought the chair was tilted over.
It's like you've tapped
Is
into the
Masako
universe
checking up on me to
itself.
make sure I'm on her side?
Maybe that depends on what side you're on.
Well, you can let Masako know to rest easy. It just so happens that her agenda lines up with mine. We just need to grab Infinity Ltd. while it's got the public's full attention. I'm all about free PR, especially when it's painting us in a good light.
Right now, but it will leave Ryujin. Nope, so the downside. Well, coming to the rescue. Yeah, what are the downsides for for acquiring Infinity?
The only downsides are the unknowns. Lyndon and Alexis are gonna have a lot on their hands. Not that I'm getting off easy. Whatever they find, if it hits the public, that's gonna fall on my shoulders too.
And it's a company. Yeah, coming to the rescue of all those innocent workers will look really good for Ryujin.
I'm sure I can squeeze enough goodwill out of this to last us at least a year.
You want to keep Ryujin in the public's good graces, there's one big thing to consider.
All right. I suppose you've earned the right to voice your opinion after everything you've done, qualified or not. So let's hear it.
Neural amp should be banned. We should be exploiting the neural amp every chance we get. Or how powerful the neural amp is. Yeah, the research should be banned.
The possible backlash on tech like this is not lost on me. However, the internal neuroamp will define the next era of tech, with Ryujin at the forefront. It's not an opportunity you just walk away from.
You're never able to fight off the amount of moral backlash. Yeah, do you think a product that can manipulate unknowing citizens will be accepted by the public?
Not when you word it like that. But a product that can settle disputes or help broaden someone's point of view? Then you really have something that consumers will buy into. Well, it seems your talents really do stretch beyond just being an operative. Good talk. Maybe I'll even consult you on future endeavors.
2 for the amps, 1 no. So didn't get a confirmation on with her for that.
This meeting should prove to be very interesting.
Thinking
I
all of them
assume
are going to
Masako
be
briefed you
for the
on her
neuroamp.
preferred outcome.
I was told to use the Eternal Neuroamp to make sure the board votes to acquire Infinity Ltd.
That blasted tech.
Indeed. That technology shouldn't be used for such nefarious purposes, or in fact, any purposes at all.
If it were up to me, I'd have shut down Project Dominion a long time ago. I knew it was a grave security risk, and look what happened.
Yeah, we saw firsthand how dangerous it is to never go to market. So yeah, you were against Project Dominion from the start.
Completely. I understand the success it can bring for the corporation, but my only concern here is security. It's not that the board majority fails to see the dangers. It's that they believe we can overcome them. That hubris could easily bring this corporation down one day. I only hope it won't be on my watch.
Exactly. So yeah, we saw firsthand how dangerous it is.
You read my mind. Let's just hope Masako and the others see it that way. Plus, if we vote to acquire Infinity Ltd., we're about to add a significant workload onto my team. The last thing I want to deal with are any more incidents this new neuroamp might cause.
The acquisition is worth the risk. I know your team can handle it.
I imagine we're looking at months of work. Infinity Ltd. is obviously not known for their security. I only hope that Masako and the others will be patient with the process. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some preparations to make. We'll be announcing Ularu's termination of employment at this meeting, so I need to have security ready to escort her off the premises.
So consider 3 yes, considering Genevieve was unknown, and 2 no. Actually, it's potentially 4 no or 4 yeses because Ularu might vote yes on it. Might not be able to override the vote for the neuroamp.
So much work to do.
I still don't understand.
If you need
how
something,
can
make it
harness
quick.
that type
I'd
of
like to make
power.
sure my arguments are solid before this meeting.
Are you not a fan of acquiring Ltd?
You heard correct. I've every reason to believe that Infinity Ltd. Is the Pandora's box of corporations.
Yeah, let's give it a go.
I'm not sure how the leader of an exploration club would change my mind. I appreciate the flattery. And what sort of benefits do you see in a risk like this? I see now where your experience comes into play. From a financial and marketing viewpoint, you're right. And maybe I'm being more than a little selfish by focusing on my own department. And you're right. My legal team is more than prepared to handle any surprise situations that might crop up.
Interesting conversation they had there. If you want a real legal nightmare, I'd say the neural amp fits the bill.
Don't even get me started. First off, if I find out you used that device on me, I will tie you up in court on whatever charges I can conjure for the rest of your life. Second, that tech is one major human rights violation that no legal team wants to fight. I'll do whatever I can to make sure it's either severely delayed or collects dust in storage.
I couldn't agree more. It should be completely banned from the settled systems.
Great, the neural amp never should have seen the light of day.
Well, I'm both glad and surprised to hear the one person who has one say that. Masako is lucky to have you at her disposal, you know? You may be the greatest asset, aside from the internal neuroamp, that Ryujin has. This exchange has been surprisingly insightful, but now I really do need to get back to my notes.
Lobby the board members. So, enough people for Infinity. Just need to get one more person to vote no on the neuramp. That is Ularu, I think. Which point then she'll leave it as a tie, and Masako will vote yes. Unless we can use a neuramp on her during the meeting.
Did Masako send you to try and convince me to acquire Infinity Ltd? I think we both know that's not going to work.
Yeah, she doesn't care about saving jobs. She wants to... She's very cutthroat in her corporate policies. Yep, you just want to be difficult.
If I wanted to be difficult, I could make this much harder on you. But no, this is more than just some petty ploy. The internal neuroamp gives us the power to crush our competitors, not take them under our wing. This is exactly why Masako's time as CEO is finished.
Yeah, you're all way too eager to use the neuramp on one another.
Oh? Your response tells me Masako must have given you similar advice. It'd be unlike her to not fully exploit an advantage, especially when she believes acquiring Infinity is the right thing to do.
It's the reason, acquiring Infinity is the right choice. Yeah, why exactly are you so against acquiring Infinity?
The corporate world will hear SSNN's story and believe Ryujin exposed Infinity because they stole from us. It sends a strong message. But acquiring Infinity could be interpreted as a safety net. Infinity tried to screw us over, yet they still survived. We need to be sending a much stronger message. If you mess with Ryujin, we'll shut you down. Period.
That seems like a rather hostile way of viewing things. Also, it's a waste of resources just to shut down an enemy company rather than taking on their resources for your own. Alright, let's That's the reason, acquiring Infinity is the right choice.
Well, it does make Ryujin look good. And we do gain a wider customer base, which means higher profits. You're oddly right about this one, Op. I guess you are worth keeping around. As long as everyone has Ryujin's best interests in mind, this should make for an interesting meeting.
Yeah, speaking of, plan on bringing up the NOR app as an issue in the meeting.
An issue? That would be a foolish move. Dalton and Alexis are the only two against it. You'd never get the rest to shut it down.
Oh, time to use the manipulation on you. The NOR app is dangerous. The tech only spells trouble for Ryujin's future.
Dangerous indeed. For all I know, you're using it right now. The irony. Perhaps I didn't see it earlier, but you're right. The moment a competitor reverse engineers Vina's work, it'll be chaos. The last thing I want is to have my brains scrambled because some engineer didn't do their due diligence. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have a lot of preparations to make.
And we will be the only ones with the NOR amp. No one will have protection against it. Oh, meeting time. Right? Okay.
My God. I still can't believe you can do that.
Who are we waiting for?
All right, everyone. As you all know, we've successfully exposed Infinity Ltd's botched human trials and murder for hire through SSNN. The public is demanding their leadership, namely Lucas Drexler, face trial, and he's probably writing his resignation as we speak. Ryujin will be launching a statement, but I believe now is the perfect time to acquire Infinity Ltd.
Announcement would garner public faith. We should act now before a competitor beats us to it. Yeah, we should act now before a competitor beats us to it.
Believe it or not, I agree. The acquisition has risks, and it's going to create a lot of work for all of us. But the overall payoff will be worth it.
That and Infinity Ltd's current situation makes them more affordable than ever.
Arguments? None? Excellent. Moving on, then.
I think what we're all overlooking is what led us to this situation to begin with. Yes, our security was compromised. But considering Dalton was hired by Masako, the issue obviously starts at the top. In fact, I propose that Masako be removed from CEO altogether.
Ularu, this isn't a line you want to cross.
And considering you're the mole, if anyone's going to be removed from power, it's going to be you.
Hold up. Are you saying you lied to us?
Dalton, the last meeting we had, you distinctly said Imogene was the mole, and she'd been dealt with.
Well, I'm sure you're familiar with those methods. Imogen was just another victim. Laura set her up.
Do you even have any proof to back up this outrageous claim?
Of course we do. The malicious code you hid on this slate to upload incriminating evidence against Masako onto Lucas Drexler's computer.
To put it bluntly, Ularu, you're fired. Security will hold you in your office until a proper exit interview can be done.
This isn't right. I should at least have the opportunity to resign.
And allow you to still be marketable to a competitor? I don't think so. This may be news to me, and I will be reviewing the evidence closely. But this isn't something you just get to walk away from.
Going away for a long time. Enjoy unemployment.
Security. Escort Miss Chen to her office, and see that she stays put.
You'll regret this. All of you.
I believe the only regret would be trusting you to begin with.
All right, back to business. All in favor of acquiring Infinity Ltd?
Aye.
Good. Alexis, start drawing up the necessary documentation. Anyone have anything else they'd like to bring up?
I believe work on the neuroamp should be shelved.
I'm waiting. The internal neuroamp is a key component of Ryujin Industries' success for the next 10 years, if not more. Why would we shelve it after we've finally perfected it?
The moment public learns about it, no one will trust anyone, or especially Ryujin. There are too many more repercussions that need to be answered. No, the moment the public learns about it, no one will trust anyone anymore, especially Ryujin.
But I must agree. We can't go through with production on technology like this until certain safeties can be guaranteed.
Very well. All in favor of shelving Project Dominion?
Aye.
All against?
Nay.
Vina, prep Project Dominion for storage. Any other matters to bring forth? None? This concludes our order of business for today.
If only there were more hours in the day.
She can't be that happy.
I'm not sure power like that was meant for humankind.
Shelving the internal neuroamp. Not the outcome I anticipated.
Once you got this told, they tried things didn't go as planned. Maybe now you see why the internal neuroamp is dangerous.
A fine point, but it still proves its usefulness.
Exactly.
The truth remains, Lucas Drexler learned a hard lesson, and we exposed a traitor among us. You've proven yourself to be quite the asset here at Ryujin.
Nice she isn't too angry, or at least not obviously angry. Yeah, that's quite the compliment from the CEO.
It's well earned and deserved. I truly appreciate the work you put into exposing Ularu. No operative has ever had to investigate our own to the extent that you did. I can imagine it may have been a lot of pressure, considering you were fairly new at the time.
Yes, I'm proud of you as well. Ularu needed to be brought down. If you wouldn't have stopped her, who knows what she would have done next.
Whatever it takes to keep Ryujin at the top. Pressure all. These are the jobs. These are the types of jobs I live for. How often does Ryujin have someone turned against the company?
Not often, and certainly not to this degree. We have the occasional employee consider selling information, but thanks to our security and operations teams, we always catch them before any damage can be done. This was the first time anyone from either department was involved.
Whatever it takes to... No. There's nothing I'm not used to.
Imogene's instincts were right about you. Now, as promised, I have your bonus. I hope you'll find it appropriate for all you've done. And I'm promoting you to senior operative. You've more than earned it.
Nice. What exactly does the new position entail?
As for the details, I think someone back on the operations floor would prefer to explain those to you.
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
A lot of credits. And CQBX. Is that a drug, right? Guessing I missed out on an additional reward by yeah, okay, it was a drug. By allowing the neuroamp to be discontinued. What does Sarah
Handling
want?
those tricky decisions regarding Ryujin must have been difficult. In fact, I'm amazed you were able to deal with them at all. Those types of corporations remind me why I never ventured into business. I can't stand that way of life.
Not all corporations are it's moral. That's understandable. Not everyone's cut out for the business world.
No, I suppose they aren't. That's why I'm happy you were around to step in and place Ryujin on the right path. After all, based on your recommendation, they've ceased their work on that disturbing neuroamp technology.
I mean, other than the fact that, yeah, not exactly advocate on it because, like, it was kind of problematic. Though I am perfectly happy to make use of it. So, yeah, happy you approve.
Why wouldn't I be pleased about your decision? Can you imagine if that technology had fallen into the wrong hands? The awful things you could force people to do. Oh, it's terribly frightening.
Agree, the negatives completely outweigh the positives.
Yes, quite. Well, I've certainly taken up enough of your time. Thanks for letting me get that off my mind.
I wonder if we can now return to SSNN building and talk to that one lady about the giving her the news story about Project Dominion. Nope. So operations, I think. Or was she actually down in the lobby? Nope. Sarah has somewhere to go. So is she down in her office? Yep, there she is. Imogen is there. Was to finally let us call her Genie.
Alien energy unleashed at your command. You've certainly shaken things up.
Unbelievable.
I still can't believe Ularu tried to frame me. An obvious misjudgment on my part. But now that's all in the past. It's time to get back to your typical day-to-day.
Really, right back to work. Well, it was good to see you back in the office.
And I'd say it's good to be back if I hadn't returned to a mountain of paperwork. Now, since you were new, you've been dealing with people, but most of our assignments are generated on the mission board. The board holds any available assignments that our techs have pieced together, and I've approved. Questions?
That makes your job a lot easier. What kind of assignments are these?
Nothing you aren't already familiar with. You experienced the majority of what we do here during your training, if you recall. Uploading a few files, manipulating a narrative or two, obtaining schematics, it's just more of the same.
Interesting. So just basically Radiant Thieves Guild missions. So yeah, makes your job easier. Or yeah, I don't get to deal with you anymore.
No, but try to see that as an improvement, since I certainly do.
Aw.
The mission board is more efficient for both of us.
So it makes your job a lot easier.
I wish. Assignment approval isn't exactly riveting work. With your promotion, you've earned yourself an office, so whenever you're ready, you can find your own personal mission board inside. And the best perk of them all, you're free to make your own hours. Oh, and congratulations, of course.
Still gonna be running this place someday. Oh, is there a way to access the board outside the Ryujin towers?
No, only within the tower. The security risk would be far too much to allow access to that data in a public space.
Understand. Understandable. Yep, gonna be running this place eventually, as well as running the UC and Freestar, and maybe the Crimson Raiders as well.
At this point, I wouldn't doubt it. Go check out the board, and if you have any questions, I suppose I can start up an open door policy. Just for you.
Aw, how nice. Now, where is our office? Nope, this is Yuko's. Oh, what do you think about this whole thing? It didn't give us a new quest to find our office. There it is.
Try not to harass my techs too much. Happy to have your old boss back?
Ah.
You won't get any work done talking to me.
Okay. So she has nothing to say. Oh, there's our office. Bit small. Let's see, a bashing refined Beowulf, assassin refined Kodama. Oh, Kodama. Some ammo, digipicks. Safe. And nothing unique aside from the mission board. So what sort of missions do you have? All of them about 2K each. Find evidence at the Trade Authority. In Aquila. At Paradiso. And sabotage Laredo. Both in Aquila. So get these. And not going anywhere near Paradiso for a while. Ooh, does our computer work? Nope. It does not work. Alright. And with that, it is time to end today's stream. Actually managed to get it all done within the time we had left, despite the internet issues. So, yeah, that was pretty fun, except for the whole infiltration part. But then again, that was probably my fault for trying to infiltrate when our infiltration skills are so low. I probably would have turned out better if we had gone with the persuasion route. So, basically skill issues there. Although I wonder what the reward would have been had we decided to give them go with the approval of the NeuroAmp system. All for another playthrough eventually. Probably whenever they actually add mod support to this game. But yeah, that was all well and good and fun. So next time we'll be stepping away from the main quest and faction quests, and gonna be focusing on some of the side stuff. starting off with Sarah's mission, getting that done on Sunday. So, and then most likely we'll be moving on to the miscellaneous quests after getting Sarah's quest done. So yeah, like I said, all that will be on Sunday, because tomorrow we'll be going back over to Twitch and resuming the playthrough of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. So got that coming up. Yeah, if anything changes, gonna be posting that on Twitter, and so feel free to check that out. Link is down at the bottom of the description, so should be there. So yeah, feel free to check that out if you happen to be curious about any updates. And with nothing else to announce, so yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you to those who happen to stop by the stream live, as well as to those who end up watching the VOD. Hope you're all reasonably entertained, and that you have a good day or night, whichever may happen to be, and that you stop by again next time, whether it be here or on Twitch. So, yep. Thank you,